Hi everyone, it's Carolyn from Mommy Ramblings. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with Casey Anthony here. Casey Anthony has a new boyfriend. Actually, they met at the gym and it looks like they were seen first in a bar early January, but the relationship had to have started before then because they were seen in Tennessee in early January. And this relationship started in Florida in a gym. So it was before that. So a definite timeline is not really available, but they did meet sometime at a gym in Florida. And then from there, it evolved. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more. Okay, but before we go into this, just a brief history of, if you've been living under a rock and may not know who Casey Anthony is. In 2011, Casey Anthony was acquitted of murder charges in the death of her daughter, Kaylee, pictured there. 2-year-old Kaylee went missing back in 2008, and there was a huge search underway, and at that time, Casey was still partying with friends, doing things. She was telling a lot of lies. Like she told her mother she worked at Universal Studios, and they went to Universal Studios, and she didn't work there. It was just a complete lie. So it was a nanny that she said she had left her daughter with, Zanny the nanny, and that was a complete and utter lie. It ended up that this little girl wasn't even reported missing for like a month till the grandmother, got her car back, and it had a horrible odor. She questioned her daughter about, where's your daughter, and wasn't getting the answers, and that's when the first 911 call was made. So Kaylee wasn't found until about 6 months later. She was found in a wooded area, but her cause of death could never be determined. Casey Anthony was charged with first-degree murder. She had Jose Baez as her attorney, and he claimed that Kaylee drowned in a pool, and he claimed like horrible abuse from Casey's father, which many think never even happened. But she was acquitted of murder, and she was a free woman in 2011. But the public opinion, in the court of public opinion, she's guilty. So let's say that she was probably listed as the most hated woman in Florida, and they were pretty happy when she picked up to follow her new boyfriend, which I'll tell you about in just a second here. Okay, so this is Casey's new man. His name is Tyson Rhodes, and again, this started in Florida. That's his wife, who now has her Facebook as it's complicated for her relationship status. But from what friends have said and told sources, that they were met at the gym, there was a group chat, and eventually Casey and Travis moved off, Tyson, I'm sorry, not Travis, oh my gosh, Tyson moved off that group chat, and they started chatting more with each other. Okay. So then around January, around the first of the year, Tyson and his family, which is his wife and 2 older sons, one son is in the military, they moved up to Tennessee. Well, it wasn't long after that, in January, towards the end of January, that Casey was spotted in a bar, and Tyson was there. They said that he was like all over her, even touching her arse and stuff like that, and he said, "Get that innocent arse over here." Innocent, like he's getting a kick out of her murder charges, I don't know. You can decipher that. But it's also said that when he moved up in January that he laid this whole "I want a divorce" on his wife, who allegedly was blindsided by this. And it doesn't appear as anyone has filed for divorce yet. So I'm not sure where he's living or what, but I can tell you that she has moved. And it's to this what they call a luxury apartment. Okay, so I don't know, when you say luxury apartments over here, you're kind of thinking, you know, doorman, all that, but this is what's referred to as that in Tennessee. And so this is where she's living now, and he has been spotted over in these apartments with her. They were spotted on September 4th. Going back to Casey's apartment, he was carrying golf clubs, and afterwards they were back out again, and they got into his truck and they headed off to their new gym, their Crunch gym. And when a friend, said to Casey, "Hey, what, he's married?" Casey really didn't care and said, "Oh, shut up. I'm living the life I want." Kind of sounds a bit like Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She's on a high right now, living her best life, and you can't bring her down. They have a lot in common.